right, section 4, mixtures and pure substances. Pure substances always have the exact same composition, whether they are an element or a compound. Pure water is always H2O. Carbon dioxide is always CO2. Hydrogen gas is always H2. Gold is always AU. Okay, these are pure substances. They will always have the exact same composition every single time. If you do not have H2O, you do not have pure water. If you do not have CO2, you do not have carbon dioxide. So these substances are defined by their composition, by the makeup of the atoms in them. Mixtures have variable compositions like wood, wine, coffee, Kool-Aid, salad. Okay, these are mixtures. They can be separated into pure substances, whether they are elements or compounds. So the way that I make Kool-Aid, I might put more sugar in it than you do. Okay, that's what makes it a mixture. I can make it and it tastes different than you making it. All right, they have a variable composition and they're still Kool-Aid. All right, my coffee. I like more creamer in my coffee than Mrs. Hunt does across the hall. All right, whenever I make mine, I add 2 pumps of creamer, the French vanilla creamer that Mrs. Rich gave me. Mrs. Hunt drinks her coffee black, yet they are both still coffee. They have different compositions. They have different amounts in them. We can categorize mixtures into 2 categories. Homogeneous means the same throughout. It consists of visibly indistinguishable parts. So my coffee that has the creamer in it would be a homogeneous mixture because it is the same throughout. There is the same amount of creamer at the top of the cup as there is at the bottom of the cup. It is also called a solution, okay? It looks the same throughout, and it does not vary in composition from one region to another. Air is a homogeneous mixture. Brass, the stuff that makes up tubas and trumpets and trombones, is a homogeneous mixture because you can't pick out the individual elements that make them up. If I were to stir table salt into water, it would look the same throughout. But I could separate the table salt and the water if I needed to. Heterogeneous mixtures consist of visibly distinguishable parts. They contain regions that have different properties from those of other regions. So this could be like a salad. I can pick the onions out of a salad because I don't like onions in my salad. But I like the lettuce, I like the spinach, I like all of the other things. My sister, however, does not like tomatoes in her salad, so she could pick out the tomatoes because they are visibly distinguishable. I can tell them apart. So oil and vinegar dressing, all right? You can shake that up as much as you want. You can stir it. It's always going to separate. You're always going to be able to tell which portion is made of oil and which portion is made of vinegar. If I were to stir sand into water, it does not dissolve. The sand is going to settle to the bottom, and I'm going to be able to visibly see the difference between the sand and the water. So which of the following is a homogeneous mixture? Gasoline, because gasoline has variable compositions. Whenever I go to the gas station, I have to select what grade of gasoline I want. All 3 are gasoline, but they have different stuff in them. Pure water is not a homogeneous mixture because it's a pure substance. A jar of jelly beans would be a heterogeneous mixture because I can tell each individual jelly bean from another one. Soil is made up of different things, different substances. There's usually some organic matter, there's usually some sand or clay in that soil, and I can tell the difference in that. And copper metal is an element. It is a pure substance. It is 100% copper atoms, which makes it not a mixture. And that's it for this section, guys. If you have any questions, let me know.